So today is Friday, October 1st, which means we're headed west and then north to Alaska. Everything's loaded up. We're connected on the truck. Truck is full of stuff. Fluids changed, tire pressure filled up and checked, spare checked. 2 spares for the trailer. Trailer tires all aired up. I went ahead and put some bearing buddies on the trailer and got those greased up according to the instructions. Aired up the tires in the Camaro. If something goes wrong and we need to drive it, I'll be able to hook the battery back up and get it on the ground and go. It's all strapped down, completely full. My bed, my toolbox is locked, as well as these tamper-resistant screws to hold it down to keep the goodies a little bit more safe. And in a little bit, a couple hours, we're going to get everything going. House-wise, the buyer is sending an inspector today. He'll show up a little bit before we actually leave, and then they'll get a chance to walk through and do whatever. And since we won't be here, it'll be easy for them to, do whatever they want to do when you buy a house. So, all right, we'll check in when we get on the road. All right, a little bit later than I had hoped, but this is about 2:57 Central Time. Wanted to leave closer to 2:30. I guess that's pretty close. I'm following my wife right now to the airport. We're going to drop off that car, so it'll be waiting on us when we return the Sunday after next. And somewhere back there is somebody just tailgating me. Oh, wait. Okay. All right, so here we go. This is it. First official fuel up in Iowa at a Casey's, and had a choice between no ethanol for $3.39. This is an ethanol blend that was $2.99. Going with the good old 87 in here, and it's about a little bit after 8 o'clock Central Time. And we've gone, I don't know, almost 200 miles so far. According to the vehicle, it said 250 or 60. I guess we've gone about 225 because I had about 30 miles on it before we left. And there we go, fill up number 1, $70. So beginning of day 2. Spent the night last night, budget in. Oil looks good on the truck. Everything else is strapped down and in good shape. Spent the night here, right across from the Come and Go gas station. And about to grab our bags, get some breakfast, and head out. So this is what budget in looks like, and I think we're in Iowa still. So we were able to get in here last night, and this is an older hotel, but it's really clean. I'll take you around and show you. Luxurious bedding, kitchen, heater, and then nice updated fixtures. And I'll show you something neat. Look at this. This is a genius idea right here. See, the thing has all the plumbing inside the cover, so I guess if you ever have to put a valve or something in this, you don't have to tear the wall out. So I'm kind of geeking out about that. Other than the color and everything else, it's pretty cool. So you gotta love the paneling. Which whatever house we end up buying up there, probably gonna have a lot of this in it because that's all we're gonna be able to afford. But not bad for $50 on the road. So we're gonna get. All right, South Dakota. So we are in South Dakota. We're getting I don't know, 13, 14 miles a gallon. And just stopped here at this fancy spot. Actually pretty nice stop area. Filled up, put some extra fuel in my extra tanks. All they had was 91 octane, so I got about 10 gallons of 91 octane. That car only really runs on 92 or whatever, but if we have to drop it off the trailer for any reason, I want to make sure I have enough fuel on hand. Otherwise, it only has a quarter of a tank in it, which is what's necessary when we ship it. So we're hoping it stays right there on the trailer the whole way, but if it doesn't, I can fuel it up to get it down the road, and if I don't use that fuel there, I'll put it in here before we turn this in. All right, well, back on the road. It is October 2nd, about coming up on 10 a.m. Central Time. So we're currently now still in South Dakota, and we're on I-90, and the last stretch here was the worst fuel economy of all. We're talking like between 10.5, 10.9 miles a gallon. We were in a headwind and started to get into some hilly areas. Pretty much for the most part, it still looks like Illinois, except for there's sunflower fields here and some other sort of plant. But we've been seeing the soybeans and the corn for quite a while. For a brief moment, we did see some pretty unique area. Started getting really hilly and kind of flowing. We saw a beautiful lake or river, and but that went away. We climbed up on a bluff and it went right back to the same thing. So we have about 1,200, maybe almost 1,300 miles left to go. Temperature on the bearings is staying. The side that's in the sun is about 102 degrees. The side in the shade's about 100. Is about 86, 87. So I'm gonna take a quick break here and get back on the road. The geography is finally changing. Off in the distance, outside of the range of this camera, I'm sure, we're starting to see the jagged kind of edges of sort of some cliffs or some other rugged terrain, and the hills are about the same as they've been for a couple hundred miles. So there are our mountain ridges way off. Don't know how far away that is or how big they are, but there they are, starting to show up. So this is checking the wheel bearings out here. 91, 94. Just for reference, the trailer in general, 97 right there in the sun. Yeah, 88. This side was in the shade just a minute ago. 89. And see, so I think we're running plenty cool. Just a good idea to check those. If I've got one that's, going thermal, gives you a chance to deal with it before something goes bad. Hit a bump here somewhere further back and actually turn the steering wheel out a little bit. But anyhow, I guess we are parked right here next to where the Duke's General Lee is, up in there somewhere. But I think he's just going to grab a little bit of a gut bomb so we can eat something other than a PB&J, and then we're going to get back on the road. We are actually getting darn close to Sturgis and all that sort of thing. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, see the big car? Some kind of a car museum here. See the big car up there on top of the sign? So something about 250 different cars or whatever, but we're just going to take our car and get out of here shortly.
80 miles an hour is the speed limit.
Entering Wyoming. Welcome Center, exit 199. Here we are in Wyoming, actually coming to the end of this part of Wyoming on I-90, and the geography is a lot different here. So to our left, which I guess in this case would be, we're heading north right now, so over here to our left there's quite a bit of a mountain range. We actually skirted up and around it to avoid going through all that. So we're heading this way. The cornfields are gone, the soybean fields are gone. What was it? Sunflower fields are gone. And then there was some other plant, we didn't know what it was, they're gone. And now it's this. So it is about 5:30 p.m. We jumped forward to mountain time, and we've been on the road today then for, well, we figure we've been on the road for over 12 hours, yeah. Today for about 12 hours. We are now under 1,000 miles to our destination. We should be crossing over into Wyoming probably in about 45 minutes or so. And we're going to run tonight till probably about 9 p.m. depending on where we have a place to stay. And then roll out in the morning. Tomorrow's challenge will probably be the biggest with mountains. My brakes, admittedly, right now are not working the best. And one other interesting thing, coming through South Dakota, at one point we dropped down to about 10.5 miles a gallon. But it appears we must have, between a headwind, and that must be kind of uphill the whole way. As soon as we rolled into Wyoming, our fuel economy started going back up. We've been in some pretty heavy hills here, and we're averaging 13.7 now compared to 10. So see how it goes rolling out. But every mile's a little bit closer. We are in Montana. My co-pilot, I think, fell asleep at the wheel and didn't get the video as we just passed over a few moments ago. But we're in Montana. Well, good morning. We are in Livingston, Montana, at Econo Lodge. Believe it or not, at $200 a night. Apparently, we picked a weekend to come in when there's some kind of homecoming at the football place at the college. It's college town, and I don't know, other things going on. So we were exhausted last night. We have, I think, around 800 miles left to go, according to the GPSer. We're probably about 10 hours out, but we've got some hills that we're going to be getting into, some mountains and some hills in the next little bit. We've been in some. The Yosemite Park is south of us quite a bit. We're going to be going right out by here, or I guess we already have on 90. As far as our stuff, checking out tire pressures, oil. We're not burning any oil on the truck, which is wonderful. I brought plenty just in case we needed it. Tire pressures are good. And my tape is holding up there. We got into some rain, so hopefully that kept all the water out of the trunk. So today is going to be a long haul. Probably, by the time you add stops and gas and everything to it, today's going to be a long run. Wouldn't be surprised if, now the time is going to change again too. We're going to go Pacific time at some point. We've gone mountain here. So anyway, going to load up. Interesting things we've seen so far. We saw a tractor trailer with an entire trailer full of hay bales on fire, and that was in Wyoming. Probably not good, probably made the nightly news. We have seen antelope. We've seen, of course, lots of cows. We've seen some deer. We've seen hawks and a handful of other things. And traffic is really not bad on I-90 going west right now. Pretty quiet, actually, surprisingly quiet. So I'm going to head up here. I think they've got coffee available, and It's a little bit after 5 a.m. We're going to try and hit the road here by about 6, which would be 6 Mountain Time. So, oh yeah, and the temperature, it'd be dropping. It is colder. So, we'll check in a little bit later. So, quick tour of what $200 will get you on October 2nd in Livingston, Montana. This is our, what is this place? An Econo Lodge. So we have I think that's a king size bed. We have a kitchen, I guess, and pretty good place overall. $200, not a good deal, but we were checking around and they were $300 and $400 all around here right now. And there was no way we could really plan ahead and have reserved a room like, a week ago, because we just didn't know how far we'd make it yesterday. So this worked last night. Awful lot cleaner, awful lot nicer than the place we stayed at the first night, but that was with tax like $54. So you put up with a lot for $54. Anyway, I think we're gonna grab a breakfast burrito or something and then start rolling. Filling up at my first, see if this will show, Sinclair. And pretty much we've been seeing all along price of fuel between $3 and $3.40 a gallon. Everywhere we've been able to buy some fuel that is non-ethanol. So I've been wanting to stop at one of these if I'm going to have to put some gas in the truck. Nothing like putting actual old dinosaurs in it. So there you go. But anyway, we are in the other side of Butte now, and I think we're about 184 miles to Idaho, and way over there is my co-pilot. She's walking along. Shh, don't tell her I'm putting her on camera. She doesn't want to be on camera. So she's getting me some goodies, and I'm gonna put some more gallons of old dinosaurs in here. This will be a high dollar fill at 333. We ran her super low coming in. So trailer's holding up okay. Temperature right now outside is about 33 degrees. My wheel bearings are all running about 65 degrees. So we're in good shape. So now we're finally seeing something that looks like we're on vacation. Rock face mountains around us. Deep gully valleys that drop down. The sun is illuminating the face of these rocks. Look at this right here, it's beautiful. My poor truck is going, I don't want any more. I'm imagining this is a 6% grade I'm climbing thereabouts. We'll see on the other side. Look at those beautiful rocks over here to our right. There's a train track running through there. How cool is that? Absolutely beautiful. Transmission's running at 199 degrees, and I've slowed down to about 55. And here we go. We got some beautiful sunshine, and this is gorgeous. This is what we've been waiting for this whole trip, to see something amazing. And the elevation, something else is kind of fun. As we're climbing elevation, I have a bottle of water here, and it's changing probably the pressure on it, and it's creaking and popping. So beautiful, beautiful. And now I think I might be heading back downhill. Are you on?
Yes.
So we are on a 6% grade, coming up on Butte, Montana in about 40 miles or so. And the old Silverado here is doing its engine braking thing. This 2014 has a 6-speed transmission, and it's working its way through the gears to try to hold me at, well, it's not doing a very good job. We're hitting 60 miles an hour right now, coming up on 3,800 RPM, and we'll see how far it engine brakes to keep me slowed down. The speed limit here is indicating, 65 miles an hour still? So here we go, we're about to hit 4,000 RPM. We're getting passed by somebody. have to pass you while you're... There you go. They got around us. So this is, it said 6% grade for 15 miles, but it can't be continuous. Got to be off and on. And here we are, 4,100 RPM. I'm not doing that. The truck's doing that. We're approaching 70 miles an hour. And here's one of your warning signs. Flip over, greater than 65 mile an hour here. Insane. You never see any warnings like that in Tennessee or Georgia mountains. They've got you down 35, 40 miles an hour there. All right. I think this truck is going to blow its top if it keeps this up. We are approaching 4,200 RPM. 70 miles an hour. There we are, 4,200. Let's see if it levels out. See, the gauges are here. So here we are, backing off now. There we go. That's pretty intense. Okay. Alright, here we go. Last state to cross on land. Where is it? State line. Is that all it says? Here we go. Just to the left. Welcome to Washington. Alright, there we go. We landed in the last state. Now, Washington State so far has been pretty uneventful, other than a lot of traffic when we first came into Spokane. Anyway, look at this. This is beautiful right here. In places it looks like we're on another planet. And in other places, it looks like the Grand Canyon or something down there. It's beautiful. So we're on a 5% grade. Getting ready to have the engine brake kick in. And let's see, we've gone 132 miles on a partial tank here. We have about 140 left to go to reach our destination. And I've got to have the truck at a quarter tank of gas or less when it reaches the port. So hopefully we figure this out, do the math on it, and hopefully we find a fuel station when we need one, because I think I'm going to have to add some more gas. Anyway, look at this. It's beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Talk about the traffic. So we make it from all the way from Illinois. We go through Iowa, South Dakota, Wyoming, Montana, Idaho. We get to Washington. It's Sunday, 4:22 in the afternoon in Washington. And it is traffic, 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 traffic. All the way as far as I can see down here, it's snaking around traffic. And we're trying to play this game of bring the truck in with exactly a quarter of a tank or less of fuel. So we made a dive off at a gas station. Whatever that little town was, it was a madhouse. People everywhere, cars everywhere. So here we are, back on the road, and nothing but traffic, traffic, traffic. So showing 154 miles of range. Don't ever worry about that. It's never accurate. We've got exit 63, so we have about 63 miles left on this road before we hit Seattle. And then I believe the hotel is pretty close right in once we get in. So anyhow, beautiful scenery here, but bumper to bumper to bumper to bumper to bumper. So we made it in. We're here at the Grove, and it's here in downtown Seattle. It's a really cool hotel, and it's actually on the corner of, feast your eyes on that, Alaska Street. So we're all set up and locked up for the night, and we'll be taking this to the port in the morning. So I showed you guys outside last night. We got in here. what the Grove Inn Hotel looks like. And in the fashion that we started 2 days ago, here's the hotel the next morning after we've already used it. They've repurposed these things quite nicely. They've redone them, so this kind of has an old school feel, but they've cleaned them up really nice. It's a nice hotel room. The bathroom is well done. It's clean. Nice place to take a shower. Plenty of place to put things. Now last night we had a king size bed, so I guess this is a queen here, right? So it's a queen size bed. And we also had a little kitchen type stuff that we didn't use. We found a nice place to have some barbecue last night. Joe's Barbecue or something, I don't know what it was called. And we were able to come here and roll it out and have some dinner. So it worked out pretty well. We're going to check out now and start our trek towards the port and find out what happens there, because it is a huge mystery to me, even now. So this is Seattle at 7 in the morning here. Of course, we're sitting on green lights, but we're not moving. And let's see, fuel, according to them, was to be below a quarter of a tank. I think we did the science on that. So, but this is just traffic city, 7 in the morning. And we can't block any of these intersections, so we have to be very careful here as we lurch forward, because we're a little over 40 foot long. Okay, is there an entrance exit?
Yeah, it looks like a divided entrance.
Okay, so
Y4 inbound.
I believe we have arrived. And we're gonna ease on up in here.
Arrived.
Look at the containers. Purchasing and receiving Alaska Marine Line's Terminal 115. Follow the yellow line. Are we going on to Terminal 115? I don't know. He's giving me the thumbs up. I thought I was doing something wrong.
Okay. So
All terminals and trucks follow yellow line.
keep right.
Okay. Gonna keep right. Let's see what's left. Left is,
Purchasing.
well,
6110. We're 6110, right?
yes, I don't know. Is there a fellow in this booth right here?
You're off the tracks, right?
Can I back up if I have to up there?
I think so.
I assume, are we driving up over that?
I think so.
Okay. Here we go. It's kind of like the click, 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 click on the, when you're going up a...
Oh, I think they're weighing us.
Okay. Am I supposed to stop or something? I don't know. I'm going to stop just in case they are getting weight on us. I don't see any lights flashing or anything. So let's keep going. Okay. All right. Wait, the yellow line is over here. Can't go over there. That would run me into... Look at this place.
Oh, look, there's gas if we needed it.
All right, we're still going down. I know, not buckled. Okay, here's the guard shack, I think. And any idea? It says stop here. Marine level. Stop. Okay. All trucks.
That says scale 1, scale 2, warehouse, visitor parking. There's stop and check in with guard before proceeding.
Okay.
Filming.
Oh, I gotta start the engine. Okay, so we're gonna pull up on the scale and weigh. building number 11. See, I'm familiar with this because of doing this. Alright, so. Alright, let's go to building number 11. I don't know what's on that ticket, but there we go. I see lines of vehicles. Building 11, see? Right there. That's your number 1 twice. Do you have our RO number? So we're here in the yard now waiting to check over the vehicles. And then we'll say goodbye. And see them on the other end. Actually, these are going to be separated, so I've unlatched this. They need the lock out, so that can be on its own. And just waiting for that, and we'll pay the bill, and we'll get out of here. So we're waiting to board from Seattle to Anchorage. We moved our flight up by about 6 hours, 5 hours. Moved our flight up by about 5 hours. And hopefully we'll be landing around 2 o'clock Alaska time, and maybe get to go see a house or two today. And we're going to surprise our son. He doesn't know we're coming in this early because we didn't know we were coming in this early. So this is house number 1 today. This one's been on the market for quite a while. It's sitting on an acre. It's out in Wasilla. That would be the neighbor's house right there. It's fully fenced with a power gate, and I think the whole bottom is the workshop, 40 by 60, and then upstairs is living space. Waiting on a realtor to come now so we can get inside and look. As far as the siding, it looks like it's plywood with the 1x2s on it, and it's probably just stained. So this is house number 1, built in 2017, I believe. So kind of looks like a barn on the outside, you know, but we'll get inside and look around. So this here is actually house number 3 on the list so far, and the other one was needing a lot of work. Built in 77, right, Jamie? 76. So this one here was built in 2003, and it still looks like 2003 inside. It does have this nice shop out here that was very well done. The driveway area around it, and a lot of work was done on the fencing back here, probably because of all the road noise and whatnot. But it checks the most boxes so far. Our furniture won't fit in the master, and inside is just all old, and you know, it's got some wear and tear. But this one's in Wasilla, and that's Wasilla Fishhook Road out there. Wasilla Fishhook Road. So, okay, this is note to self on the Snow Goose house. I'm going to come in from the garage. Got a laundry, that's normal. Got a bathroom, that's a plus. That's huge, right? But it just occurred to us that this is the downstairs bathroom for the guest room here and the guest room here, which means that what? If you're down here, if you're in there hanging monkey tail, somebody's gonna walk in right there. Or if you're really washing your hands, really washing your hands, somebody's gonna walk in here. So what? We have to come up with 2 doors and a wall. Because the laundry, come and go. Yes. Okay. All right, and then let me see in this bedroom again. This is the Harry Potter room under the stairs. And okay, so this room is just, it could be a 3rd bedroom in a pinch. And then of course this is the guest bedroom. And the master bedroom is tiny. And we'll do a video walk around of the property. Square foot here is not big. Probably one of the smallest houses we've lived in. But considering the cost of heating during the winter, and it's a good idea to slim down on stuff. Ought to be good. Set up for a hot tub. Obviously there's no hot tub. We're gonna have to do something with that. And traveling around. This shed needs a coat of paint, or it needs to become a future chicken coop. And we need to put a Connex or some sort of a, oh, I didn't even notice it's got a basketball hoop. Here needs to have a protector brought in, since it's in an area that can be driven, to keep from running into that. The Humvee will probably, the trailer, Humvee, off and on, will spend a lot of time in that parking spot. That's the house. Neighbors. We got a pull-through drive right there. Nice little trees out front. That is the house. Video walkthrough here of the house that we are putting contract on. We've got 3-car garage with an RV garage, 50 foot deep. Access to the garage here. Little front porch. Guest closet right off the foyer. Gas fireplace. Views of the mountains out the back window. Front bedroom, office area. And closet. With built-ins. Guest bathroom has a side access door directly for this bedroom. Shower tub and elongated toilet bowl. Nice, it's got 2-way light switches, and there is an HRV system. Other guest bedroom with views of the mountains, and shelving built in the closets. And kitchen with various upgrade items. Do have a nice GE fridge freezer, GE microwave. We have some sort of a wine cooler, gas range, hood, stainless sink, and views of the mountains again, and a GE dishwasher. We have a slide pantry door and pantry. master bedroom has ceiling fan, trade ceilings, and view of the, a little cloudy today, but nice view of the mountains. Come in here to the master bathroom. We have sink here, toilet room, elongated style toilet bowl, and our master shower with light has his and her shower heads. Nice finish down there. Master closet, fairly spacious, bigger than the one that I currently have. And then down here, come on down with me, is the crawl space. What's pretty fascinating down here is that it's tall enough over there to walk in throughout most of the distance. Under the house, has a nice high efficiency furnace. The HRV system's down here. There's a water filter there with the pressure tank. There's certainly room down here to store some things. We'll come on up and we'll go look at the last part. Come back through the bathroom. Again, our HRV system. View of the mountains.
It sure is.
Okay. Hang on one second. And out in the garage here, we have, I guess that's a standard, maybe 16-foot 2-car garage door. We have a single car garage door. We have a furnace. And then, walk out here. This is the additional bay, which has some built-ins already of various sorts, various items. This is designed for an RV to be parked in here. It's 47 foot deep, 14 foot high, about 13 foot wide. We're going to use this as garage space. We have an on-demand water heater. And this is long enough in here to park the Camaro, the Humvee, my tools. Garrett will park over here. And then the Silverado and the little Sparky puts everything inside the garage. The time we spent in Alaska wasn't just looking for a house. We did have an opportunity to go out and have some nice meals. We had an ice cream night, plenty of coffee, and we went up to the Rifle Lodge and enjoyed a nice dinner with my brother and his wife while we looked over a glacier at the Manuska Glacier. Also, my son had an opportunity to participate in a cowboy shoot. This is the second time he's done that there, and had a really good time on Saturday doing that. And while we were gone, our dogs were at the local Four Paws, which is a doggy daycare and a kennel. So they were having a good time while we were busy working, trying to provide a place for them. Well, we are back in, I can't call it home anymore, but we're back in Clinton, Illinois. We got in last night about 8, almost 9 p.m. Central Time. We left out of Alaska at 3 in the morning Alaska time to get to the airport and make our flight. So we had Anchorage to Seattle, Seattle to Chicago, Chicago to Bloomington. So it was a pretty nice flight, just long. We picked up our puppers this morning, and they were absolutely filthy. So gave them a bath, and just getting caught up on work here, and kind of waiting for all the other pieces to fall in place. So at this point in time, we have put a offer in on the tan house, and the one with the RV garage. We're waiting to find out how all that turns out. And you got to go through appraisals and process. That house is actually in a bankruptcy, so we have to wait and see how that works out with the judge. And that's that. So the next time that we catch up on our Alaska move is going to be the actual, probably showing you how we transport these guys and actually getting up there. So thank you for watching. I appreciate all your support. And I hope for my friends and family that have been asking a lot of questions, this will answer a lot of questions as well. And if you're thinking about moving to Alaska, maybe it'll give you some things to think about as well. So thanks for watching.